What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about some things you should be doing right now in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. I did have a lot of people reach out to me about just recently getting Madden, or you're planning on getting Madden 22 during the Christmas season. So what I'm going to do is try to enlighten you a little bit about what's going on. This is informative for all skill levels, my veterans, everybody that's involved with it. I'm going to go over a few things. The first thing I'm going to go over right now is if you guys have been grinding the game with me, you guys know that it's one more week left to get a free legend. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this is the fact that you can get a legend as low as 89 overall. But if you've grinded this all the way out through with me, go ahead and let me know in the comment section, because I appreciate you guys. Remember, I'm never going to tell you guys to do something that I myself is not going to do. If there's something that's too involved or EA is asking for too much, I'm going to recommend that we stay away from it. Because, it is what it is. But it wasn't too strenuous. It was nothing too over the top. The challenges were relatively easy starting in the third quarter. Nothing too big, so it was nothing to get those challenges done. One of the more recent things that are going on at this current time is that we have a new Cam Newton, all right? And then we also have new bow nose players. So what I'm going to do briefly is let you guys understand. The bow nose players that are going to be coming out, it looks like the challenges themselves are not going to expire. And by the time that everything is done, they're going to probably give us like a free one of the cards. Like sort of like the 50 program. For those of you guys that remember that program in previous Madden Ultimate Team. That looks like where they're headed with it. I'm not 100% sure what they're doing. But I can tell you this. These 4 new players, including the Barry Sanders, I've gotten very, very negative feedback about Barry. I've only used him in the challenge to get the free 85 that goes into the set. I didn't want to spend, I could have had his whole set done for like 220k, which is not normal for Barry Sanders in the game, because over the last couple of years we really wanted him, but it doesn't feel right. I've heard some good feedback about John Lynch, but I can't really utilize him on my squad. He wouldn't be fast enough. Anthony Munoz is always a really good card, but I don't know if I'm ready to change at this time. Dave Robinson, Washington football team, Green Bay Packers, you guys are very excited about it. Pass coverage linebacker you could probably utilize with pick artist or whatever on him for 1 and have a good time. So those players are now available for very, very cheap. On average, you can probably complete everything with the power up for a little bit under 300k right now. And the reasoning behind that is because when EA Sports originally put it out, they didn't give us anything in the store. Now that they have a training option to be able to get those 85 plus, you have an option to be able to do certain things. All right, so, take a look at that and figure out if you want any of those Bono players. Let me know your feedback about some of the players. Like I said, a lot of you guys that play the game, you know what I'm looking for. But even if you don't know what I'm looking for, some of the players are just naturally trash, right? And because the players are so cheap, EA is going to have to do something to rebound the market. At this point, we don't know what they're going to do. But I would just say, if you like Barry and Barry's your guy, grab him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you do not like Barry and you're just getting him just to get him because you think he's as good as the previous years, I got to tell you, bro, in that challenge, he was kind of garbage. All right? Now, as far as what you should be doing immediately right now on the day that you're watching the video, I would grind through this Gridiron Forge. I would get the Cam Newton, and if you don't like him, he's there for 80 stars. If you do not like this card, I would quick sell him and get the training. Point blank, period, end of story. I'm going to grind this out because I always do it. The card art, a lot of you guys like it. You guys think it's really cool. Is he garbage? Probably. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it is what it is, though. At the end of the day, he's a scrambler, so you're not going to get everything that you want out of him. If you are a scrambler type of player, all right, if that's something that you're into, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. I keep telling you guys this. Whatever your scheme is your scheme. I have my scheme. I'm going to moss you. You may want to run around like an idiot and bunch tight end and not care about anything. If that's what's getting you W's, stay with it. That's all I'm really going to say. I think I still have his power up. So let me just look down through here. Okay, there he is. All right, so just to kind of give you some insight into what's going on, because I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about this. Is he worth it? Gmias, should you go after him? Should we power him up all the way? It's very, very interesting the way his card is set up, because I don't believe he gets Gunslinger, and that's simply because of his archetype. What's going to happen eventually after Christmas, though, for those of you guys that are real antsy for it, they're going to give us all those players with Gunslinger, Hot Route Master combinations. We'll probably get that for the launch of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That's more than likely what's going to happen. But I'm going to tell you this again. With the way that it is, and the way that everything is set up, you can probably get away with, you know, getting Cam Newton, like if you run like a read option offense or something along those lines. Like you run a triple option, maybe you're running glance, right? The cheesiest play in the game, maybe you're doing that. You could get away with it and run with him at a 91 speed, and if you have him on one of your theme teams, he's even faster. But the one thing about Cam Newton that I could tell you, he moves and he responds very, very smoothly. Now, the release of the ball, let me just go ahead and let you guys understand that. He's a 95 throw power, but his release is not going to be the release, obviously, of a Josh Allen or even a Randall Cunningham. All right? So if you're looking for something along that line, it's not going to happen. All right, it's just not going to happen. So it does not make sense for you guys to pursue him in any other, any other manner other than that to quick sell him for training, and then use that training to make some coins. All right, so this is where we come down to the big part. All right, Gmi, I don't care about Cam Newton. I think he sucks. Great, you're not going to use him. All right, so why am I telling you these are things that you should do? Because you're going to take whatever the amount of training that he is, and you're going to go and gamble inside of the actual store. Right, this is the final part of the video where it's like the meat and potatoes for everybody, because all skill levels are going to be able to utilize something from this video to get their team better. All right, you don't like Cam Newton, Gmias, I think he sucks. What do we do with the training? You come right in here. I believe somebody said he's like 9,000 training or something like that. I'll find out officially once I'm done doing it, but I think he's like 9,000 training. Cool. Right here, get about 8 of these players, right? Don't do anything with them. You might pull maybe one of the 94, whatever, but just get these players. And I'm going to tell you why, right? At some point, those players are going to get their value up. I don't know why, but it's something about when EA is doing a promo. And remember when we did it with the 50 promo, when we started to stockpile the cards and then EA changed the overalls on us, but we were still able to use the previous cards. It's something about the cards that their value is eventually going to have to go up because EA is going to make it like that. You know, they're going to naturally, organically make it so that we need more of these cards and the ratio and everything that goes into it, or they might actually take this away. There's a lot of things that may happen, right? So right now with the training, I would say a 90 plus overall. If we're assuming right now that Cam Newton is what I was told, around 9,000 training or something like that. If he's not, we have to disregard trying to get a 90 overall Rising Stars player, because there are a few of them that still go for like 150K. But the premise of this is, how can you make coins from it? And that's what I want you guys to start thinking. You can go and gamble with this, possibly get a 94 of whatever card, sell it, because I've seen you guys pull crazy stuff out of this. Do that, or get the 85s and hold them. Because before you know it, you're going to have more from doing the challenges. We're going to be grinding through different solos, because remember, they're resetting the levels this week. So it's going to be a lot of opportunities to make a lot of coins. And I want you guys to be a part of that. So that's what we're looking to do right now. I would go ahead and start to handle that. Take a look at some of the Bono's players. Take a look at that Gridiron Forge. If you don't like Cam, quick sell them, gamble for training, whatever, bro. But make sure that you're preparing, because a lot of things are coming. You're going to want to make sure that you subscribe and you got your notifications on. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.